and a wonderful morning to everyone. Hello, Tamsin. Well, Tamsin said afternoon, but it's still morning for most people, I think. Maybe not. Sure, girl. Hello, morning. I have no idea what Hishsenfishsen means, but I'm gonna go with it. Overboard?
Hejsan Svensson.
What does that mean?
Och Svejsan. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know either. And Solo Spirit.
Hejsan
Hi,
Svejs.
folks. Sight and sound, thank you for the confirmation, Tamsin. Welcome to the stream. This is a wonderful, unauthorized stream. I kind of like bugged Ben when he was like really busy and had headphones on and saying, "Hey, can I stream?" And he was like, "Sure, whatever." So I got permission. Yo, pay no attention to that. So I want to go over some quick things. I want to talk about what we're doing today. We are going to be importing into 3DO the Ratatosk from the Aesir fleet. What is 3DO? Software program that helps you do animated instructions and helps you put together ships. And it's included for free if you're in our tribe. What is the tribe? The tribe is a monthly subscription to get cool stuff. In fact, as per usual, I'm going to discuss the tribe for just a brief moment. If you're watching this later and you've already heard this, press that right arrow key to skip ahead. This is the tribe offerings, and I even got a little Benjaminin. So, this is what we offer in the Gridforge tier for $249. This month, you get a beautiful faceted concrete floor. Don't laugh, Ben. And a communications array. It is not cursed. It's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, you ended up buying 3DO. I get you. And thank you for complimenting our window display, Trevor. Okay. Volume's a touch low. I'll adjust that in just a moment. But here you get a communication array. In fact, let me do filters. Properties. How do I do this? Filters. Add filter. Gain. I'm just going to use gain because I'm too lazy to do something else. And I hope just doing a simple gain is enough to bring it up a little bit.
What if you have nothing to gain?
I have plenty to gain. Okay, I hope this is a little bit better. Yes, it's a cursed door. It's a cursed door. Not a cursor, it's a cursed door. This, you get the communications array, faceted concrete for the Gridforge for just $249 a month. $249 a month. Then we have, for the vehicles tier at $5 a month, you get this ATV. I forget its name. I think it's called the Taurus Highlander. And for friends of Benjaminin, at $12.22 a month or $10.19 if you subscribe annually, you get not only the Gridforge tier and the vehicles tier, but you get an amazing alternate version with the airlock thing and you get a giant wreck and you get these barricades all included, and you get around $20 worth of our back catalog items, things from our library that we made before. You bought 3DO and then you upgraded friends of Benjamin. That's wonderful. I love that. Yeah, that's Ben now. Ben's here, even though he's not supposed to be. And now I want to talk about what we're doing with this thing. Let's do this camera. Look at that. Now, this is the Ratatosk. Now, I'm going to have to do this carefully because I'm very bad at this. Okay, there we go. This is the beautiful, don't mind him. The Ratatosk is what we're building today in 3DO for instructions. This is a prototype. There are some differences, including a few changes that we'll discuss another time. But let's let you look at, this is what you get in the vehicles tier. Gridforge tier. This is a separate piece I was testing an idea. And the Friends of Benjamin gets all of this. Remember, that catalog only gets this and the back library. For just $2.22 more, you get all of that too. Switch from the back catalog. You have a free trial waiting for you. A Friends of Benjamin. Oh, and I want to show you something else. This thingy. Isn't it neato? This is what we're going to be doing at, it's a giveaway item at the Creator Gathering in Paris, France. I'm so excited to go. And we're going to hand these out to people. To people that, yeah, we're only going to make about 16 of them because they take forever. And they have a little, they're done in 0.2 nozzle. with silver and a Titan gray silk and a candy red. And this, of course, is white and candy red. I think they're amazing. Okay, back to the camera.
So pretty.
Yes, it is. I agree. Oh, sorry about that. That stand in Erebus is beautiful. Thank you so much, Shergal. I appreciate that immensely. Now, if I actually turned on the eye thing to where it makes it show that I'm looking at you, so I hope it doesn't look too creepy because sometimes it's really trying to overcorrect. Wash behind your ears? No, that's just, I just have, that's the color of the hair there. Rude. Rude indeed. Are there plans to make a towable trailer to carry the cargo boxes from the cargo skiff from last year? There will be more of the Ox Star Lifter, yeah. And there might be later on, I'm going to try to convince Ben to let me make a add-on to the back of the one that's this one there. No, the Highlander Cocytus custom version. Cocytus.
What is Titus, John?
I don't know actually. I think it's related to my love for you.
You don't want to tell anyone?
No. Oh, that's right. It's related to the Expendable campaign launching in July, likely mid-July. It's going to be an exciting adventure where you will get to have a 3-mission thing going through Cocytus Station, a planet that is not doing so well after it's been mined to death. There'll be more information coming soon, but that's all I'm going to discuss at this time because I'm afraid of accidentally leaking details. Now, let's go to what we're working on today. We have questions. These new color prints are going to make me buy another printer, maybe the H2D Bamboo Lab. I don't recommend the H2D Bamboo Lab because even though it claims a 350 centimeter wide print bed, the left nozzle can't address 25 millimeters on the right side, 350 millimeters, sorry, and the right nozzle can't address 25 millimeters on the left side. So you actually only have 300 millimeters to work with both nozzles. And it might switch feather, but it doesn't really work well with Orca Slicer, and I don't want to have to deal with Bamboo's stuff anymore, Bamboo Slicer. So for now, I have been really recommending just do P1Ss or A1 Minis. Actually, A1 Minis are fantastic. That was printed on an A1 Mini. When you really put it down, the cost of an A1 Mini, 2 A1 Minis, 3 A1 Minis, 4 A1 Minis, you can get, like, I think 8 A1 Minis for the same price as an H2D with all the AMSs. It's just absurd. It prints so much faster to just have a bunch of minis and running different prints. And yes, I made Ben buy 2 more A1 minis. It's great. Yes, actually, I was going to talk about that, Alex. I want to separate the wreck into 2 separate pieces as a free update, but Ben won't let me.
Fine, you can do it.
Thank you so much, Alex. Your complaints have allowed me to do so.
Wait, Alex, do you already know? Have you had this discussion?
No, there's no need to continue. Why don't you continue on your work? Ben actually has something amazing to show you. I wish I could show it, but we have to wait until the Friday stream.
I don't know if we're streaming on Friday because it's National Day.
Oh, I'll be streaming on Friday then. You're stuck with me again. What about did you post it on Facebook or Instagram?
Yes, it's on our Instagram, so be sure to check out Second Dynasty 3D on Instagram.
Second Dynasty 3D on Instagram. There's a really cool video.
I'll put a link in the...
Yes, put a link. It is a little noisier to have a fleet of A1 minis, but think about this. You can just shove them in a closet somewhere. That's what I do to mine.
Or you put it in a film and add an audio track that replaces the original.
Ooh. We're going to have to... That's going to be so fun. Friday tease noted. Free dog. Free dog. It's a free dog. Free dog. I know you gotta say it. It's a free dog. Free dog. Free dog. Yeah, check out that Instagram reel thing.
Roligt.
Fun. It is. I know what you're saying. It's just hilarious. We were translating the Friday song to Swedish, and it's just hilarious in Swedish. A shadow liger lurks. Hello, shadow liger. We haven't done a single bit of work, and it's already been 10 minutes into the stream. I don't count the pre-timer.
That's exactly how my streams are.
Yes, this is true. Okay, this is the amazing Ratatosk. Ignore the little torpedo. It's just there because I use it as a calibration piece. I have on the side, I don't memorize how to put these together. I have a FBX import, and I'm going to show you real quick. Just pop over to Blender. There it is. And I'm going and I align my torpedo with that little square. Yes, the steam it's not steam. That's a common, it is its own thing.
It's an atomizer.
It is mist, but it sure looks like steam. Acts like steam.
I love the way it rolls across the table.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I believe these are just tiny speakers playing a very particular frequency. This is 3DO, and I want to show you just something cool about it. I'm going to save the Ratatosk because I don't want to lose it. And I'm going to go load in. And this might not load very fast because my GPU it's a 4080, but it's a mobile. And it does not like all this. So I'll go with the Valkyria because it's a little bit smaller. There's a really cool feature where it does instructions to where you can see parts animated going together. And you get to see how to put everything together. Is this instead of the plan of glass fiber lighting? I think he's still going to add lighting, but I don't want to be definitive. Yes. Okay, he said yes, he's adding lighting. So you get to see the whole thing, how a ship goes together. It's actually just really fun to just press next really fast and watch a ship come together.
Oh wait, sorry, lighting, were you talking about Persephone or this?
Yeah, Persephone, I think.
Oh yeah. Persephone will have lighting as well.
Yes. It will be glorious. If you hear yes it is. It's fun just to put it together. If you do hear the sound of something like something's flying over, it is my laptop because when it starts having to be pushed, it really has to breathe. It's just fun.
It just hyperventilates.
Yeah, it's just going like, please, no more. So let's return to the Ratatosk. It doesn't normally load this fast. I've pre-cached all of this because I want to go faster. So please do not think 3DO is optimized. It is not. Okay, so we are working on deck 1A. Okay, I want to show you guys one more thing before I forget. He made this whole big deal about how there's a bug. No. Okay, I have to fix it. I knew about this bug. I just didn't fix it earlier, and I thought I had done it right. But yeah, when you make a deck, sometimes it doesn't belong to the correct part, to the correct collection. So let's assign. Just gonna fix this real quick. Don't mind the flashing models. They're just there. I need to fix it to where when you assign, it respects the new visibility of the collections being assigned to. Yes. So I want to talk about something that Ben was all like, oh, it's fine. It's not fine. I don't know why he thinks it's fine. He's wrong. He made the whole thing about how the deck 1 and deck 2 are
fine, John.
It's not fine, and I'm going to explain why. Because it breaks a rule that's in the exact same ship already. It's the same ship does something differently, and that is in deck 2. Not deck 2, but deck somewhere. I'm going to show it to you in a moment.
Whatever it is, it's not my fault. It's Elvin's.
See, now it's okay. So if you go down to deck 5, no, here it is. Deck 8 is called a deck, even though it is open to what is below. Then when they did the other one, deck 1 is about just as open to below as deck 1, because deck 1 is 2 decks. I don't get it. This would have been a great marketing thing to say it has 10 decks. But by calling deck 1A, 1B, they've robbed us of the marketing. They robbed us. So anyway, we're going to work on deck 1B. And we're going to have a great time. The bug is when you move a collection around, it references the wrong collection. So let's work on putting this together. Piece by piece, putting it together. Trying to make a work of art. That's from, who cares? There you go. And I'm aligning my Blender scene. So I am doing things, you just can't see them yet. Now let's load in our Acer fleet. Ratatosk. And I've already done the work of showing it here. Ratatosk deck 1, which is the biggest deck by far. It's 36 items, it looks like. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, 36 items. But it's fine. Then I have to find deck 1B outer. And I don't understand the naming scheme. There's probably something that makes sense from all the other ships, but they seem random to me. And then we're going to do outer angled. I always like to do the exterior area, and I'm just clicking a clip hole on here, and then it lets me snap by clip point. It tries to figure it out. It's actually really bad when you give it, like, these are impossible clip points, so it's just trying to do something. And then we have angled opposite. How is everyone's lovely Tuesday going? I almost said Wednesday. A snark localization has merit. You expect this snark to be incorporated into the 3DO text pop-ups? Yes, I'm going to totally do that. I'm going to mention, why is this not a separate deck? Why is this one this way when this one's that way? There is a few times where I snark in the 3DO instructions, and then Lisa, who works on the PDF ones, removes the snark. It's so awful. Okay, then when I'm done that, I like to, I'm going to show you a cool tip for when you want to work with Gridforge. Gridforge is our adjustable flooring system. So if you do adjust grid, it says you can click a part to adjust the grid. And so I've clicked the bottom of this, and now the floor is here. This is incredibly convenient because I need to generate quite a number of parts that need to be aligned to a grid. So I'm going to work this through real quick. And I'm just thinking about how this comes together. There's a 1/2-inch adapter that's on this side, the one we're facing right now, but this looks like a little diamond. Eventually, this will add our own snark. You know, this is reasonable. I like this solution. We're slowly rebelling against our... Oh, there's a bug with this one. So every once in a while when I'm working on something, I realize I made a mistake with the clips. So I just go into Inspector. This is a hidden mode. You do not have this in your copies. Sorry. And it's just for when I've made a mistake, and it corrects when it can't find a clip hole. And supported clips are not yet officially supported. I manually add them in. Open lock clips are supported, of course, because they are from the original. And let's put this here. I believe there we go. And I'm seeing there's some more chat. Looks for the hunters. What does that mean, Tamsin? Explain yourself. She's more subtle. I'll have to look for it. It'll be a snark hunt. Oh. I don't know where this is going, but I love it. I'm currently looking at how this is assembled. How is this? This is weird. There's a grid, but it doesn't make sense. It just floats. Okay. I always try to use, and now here's the cool part. I just snap to grid, and I know this is safe. So I try to see what the biggest piece I can get away with is for stability. And then I can't fit anything there. Oh, that's going to be a weird part. There's a lot of weird parts here. Yeah, there we go. Now here's the part I really like. And I know I keep repeating myself. When you're done putting your Gridforge things down, go to Adjust Grid and then click on this little face here because it aligns perfectly to where you don't have to worry about auto placing things. I can just go and do my, I think this is one of the pieces. Maybe. This is the hard part for me. I always have to figure out what Albin meant. And it will be correct. The height's correct. It lands correctly on the tile. The hunting of the Snark by Lewis Carroll. Although in that locale, is it not? Oh, I can't read that. That's Swedish. Yeah. So anyway, my Swedish is terrible, and everyone knows it. I love you too, sir. And then this is the angled A. If you're wondering why I keep looking to the side, I'm currently moving things. I'm deleting things from the, not deleting, but hiding things from the Blender side so that I can focus on only the parts I need to do that are left for this deck. And then there's this part. And I'm hoping to finish the entire assembly today. I'm actually hoping to do it inside this stream. These are some wonky parts. They don't really fit the rules of Gridforge because they're outside their thing and they're trying to fit in a curved wall. I think Ben even asked me about how could he do this, and I said it's not really intended. So I kind of gave him a non-answer. You will not be able to spin the triangles if they're that close together. This is true. However, you're not supposed to spin them. They're going to be facing opposing directions with different screens. That's my understanding of the intent. And then let's put our ladder in. We're almost done with this room. It's actually going so quick. I love when it's fast. Let's turn on deck 2. And just, we get him close, but we don't let him touch because that's safe. Oh. This might be off here. Yeah, it's off. Ah. Oh, we'll go with that. Just needs to be good enough for the, yeah. It's right down. Yep, you got it, mister. I want to know what everyone's been doing this lovely day. Tell me everything. I will keep it in my memory forever. Here's another time I've messed up. This one needs to have it's missing this one. I kind of was in a rush when I did this yesterday. This one doesn't have it either. Because when I was trying to use it, it failed. Yeah, it has all these, but it doesn't have these. I've been making jokes. Oh, Ben, I've been working. Tongues to Gamu. You had ice cream, sir. Ice cream. That is
great.
No. Just want to remind you, this is what we have to deal with every day. He's great. I just like to complain. This is the part of the stream where I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just going to be quiet most of it because I want to get all these little points done. Oops. Ignore the terrible software interface you're seeing. You're never meant to see this part. I'm doing I really need to add supporty clip detection, and I was thinking about making it do it slightly differently because the detectors are unique to each other, and look for this perimeter shape instead. You've been reading a couple of chapters of Sense and Sensibility, watching YouTube. That's wonderful, Tamsin. Shurgal, yes, you've been making jokes. And did you replace you had your motherboard. The motherboard's supposed to be soon-ish. I hope it's in now. And then we have Overboard. I'm working in a steel mill, and he has this little, that thing. Guns out.
Works hard and plays harder.
Exactly. You know what? Don't even. This is what I have to deal with. Do you see how wonderful he is?
It's the Simpsons rep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so everything's installed. These little screens are installed, and then we have... Wait, this is the wrong screen. This doesn't go here. We have our lower third screen instead. There you go. That looks right. Oh, and then there's this screen. Here, I really need to add more keyboard commands. I do not like typing this much. Building a Dalek. How do you say Dalek? Dalek. I've only watched like 2 episodes of Doctor Who. You're waiting for a filament delivery. We were waiting on a filament delivery as well because someone keeps using up all of the silks on things that are not directly testing of parts. I don't know who.
That's you, John.
Whoa. Let's not throw accusations around. Let's not play blame games. Hey, Lupo Cativo says, hello. What are you cooking, John? I am cooking up a Ratatosk instruction and assembly in 3DO. Ratatosk is a Aesir fleet 3D printable ship in 28mm scale, and we are working in 3DO, which is our animation software for instructions. And we are on deck 1B, even though it should be deck 2, and that's great. Shurgal mentions, we have to do anything special now to ensure the mission module later. It's that kind of planning for customization that's really interesting and tricky. There's plans for things. Plans are in place. The Steelworker, oh dear, now I've got that Simpsons clip going around in my mind. Perfect in time for the upcoming Ratatosk build. Careful, we don't want the songs to be too obvious. We'll get in trouble. So this is supposed to be... What's this? It's 25? Yeah, that's right. I could have done 45 and then just use rotate a lot to make it work, but that is a thing. Clearly that integration was 20% different. Yes. Oh. This is why I love you guys. You're all just so terrible. The worst. This always confuses me about which direction these are supposed to face, because I know there's these little, like, decor, like, it looks like a little poof. Yeah, this way. Pro tip, if you don't know this yet, it's in the video and the manual. You can rotate an object around its clip point by pressing R.
Also, you can tell which way those are pointed because the thrust semiotic has all the exhaust pointing downward.
That's what I'm talking about, the whoosh. That's what I call it. And it's lovely. I had to always look for the
Should thank
whoosh.
Ron Cobb.
It's Ron Cobb. Huh. Is Ron Cobb still alive?
No.
Well, then I can't thank him. He's
Really?
dead. Deck 1A. I hate this. Okay, you have 2 and 1B, 1A. You can rename collections by double tapping them. Okay, deck 1A works. The ship is going along swimmingly, I would say. Your filament just got here? Wow, that was a fast delivery. And now we're going to do the deck 1B, and then we're going to do nose, then PDCs. And we have 30 minutes left, which means it's a submarine too. Yes, I suppose so. It's kind of like a Futurama spaceship as a submarine. How many atmospheres can it handle? Between 1 and 0. Didn't they have a whole episode where they tried to use it as a submarine? I'm swearing that's something I remember watching. And I think they used that exact joke. I just can't remember. Let's make this bigger. You're out of your depth on that one. Okay, sure, Gal. Let's mute you. Let's where's that mute button?
That was a good one. That was so good.
I hope they can hear you. Otherwise I sound like I'm crazy. I am, but that's
like part of the course of this company.
yeah, you're the one who hired me. But actually I'm not hired technically. I am my own boss.
I love how you have to justify that every time.
I am my own boss. Deck 1A. Oh, I had 1B still loaded. This is why these should be separate ones. It's so annoying to do this. I gotta find this one. There you go.
You want to go update all of the documentation?
No. I just want it to be right. It's deck 01 outer angle. There you go. This is always the slow part. I've been doing this all day, so my brain is kind of broken. I mean, more. I also love when I export out files and see what size they are. They're always so much smaller than the originals, but that's because they're compressed and unusable for printing. They're damaged in some way. They're not always intentionally damaged, but sometimes it just works out. And other times I have to define where to do the damage. Peak Space Science episode. They didn't try. They were dragged on the seabed. My favorite thing about Futurama was when they came up with a mathematical proof that when you switch brains with someone, if assuming you can switch minds with another person, but you only can switch with that other unique person once. No matter how many people have swapped, even if no one can swap anymore with the other, you only need to add one more person to make it where everyone can swap back to their originals. And they provided the mathematical proof for it. Then demonstrated it in the episode. I thought that was wonderful. I thought it was interesting.
Come on, don't be honest. You only watched it for the math.
I did only watch it for the math. Oh, this is wrong. Here late for the Sneaky Tuesday. Bamboo stuff, they're not Amazon here. Oh, okay, yeah. Bamboo is pretty quick. We actually ordered the filament this morning, and I think it's shipped out. Some companies that ship filament should learn from them, and who also ship printers should learn from them. Derivative content. I'm so glad to see you. You're my favorite person in the whole wide world. There's no one I love more than you. Make sure you subscribe to our tribe. The moment you do. Oh, he just gets upset. Okay, Ben gets upset because I demand A once a month hug. Is that too much to ask for?
You are too intense with your hugs.
I don't think this is a problem.
Although yesterday you were gentle.
Yes, I did a soft hug. How does this connect? Oh, it's off by half. There you go. It's better to do the direction. Oh, this is actually a bad idea.
My favorite kind of idea.
The problem is you have to solve. Alpin doesn't give me solves on the Gridforge, so I have to take a good guess of what will be the most stable. And I just realized the path of stability is this way. This would be more stable than the other way. These don't have to hold as much weight. I dubbed the stream. Why do you keep using words I don't know?
Flyg om det Jakob. It's a time. It's lunch. It's food.
Oh. No, I meant the other word.
Flygande.
No, look up. It's I'm gonna type
Oh, smygande tisdagsöverraskning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sneaky
it's
Tuesday.
Sneaky Tuesday, yeah.
Okay.
Sneaky Tuesday surprise.
Oh. Why is Shergal trying to torture me with translate? Don't make me have to think about Swedish. I'm already here. Okay, let's go back to our view.
Your Swedish is getting better.
Barely. It's its own thing. I do find it funny. I want to tell you about, there's something called Too Good to Go, where you get items at a discount that are going bad. And I did a Too Good to Go with no, Cakely.
Oh.
Yeah. Then I also ordered, and no one was in the restaurant. It was empty, and they said they're closing in 1 hour. They had the audacity to say, "Remember, we're closing an hour. Are you sure?" And I ordered a $6, 60 kroner hot chocolate. They were mad that I drank and ate some of the, not all of, some of the Too Good to Go there with the hot chocolate, which they put in a mug. And they're like, and then they even made a point saying, when you get Too Good to Go, it's too good to go. We don't want people eating it in the restaurant. But then I ordered your expensive coffee. So would you rather I not order the coffee? Anyway, they said it's okay for this time. I was like, there is gonna be no next time. You're too expensive, and your cakes are just okay. But man, I was mad. Don't treat me like I am causing you a hassle when I sat at a table which was still dirty, by the way. The table was not properly cleaned yet, and had my meal, part of my meal. I ate the sandwich and the other thing that was they gave me a day old sandwich. What's it called? They call them cannabule or something like that.
Kanelbulle.
Yeah, cannabule. It's like a really
It's
bad.
cinnamon roll.
It's a bad version of a cinnamon roll. And then 2 slices of cake. One of them was really bad. The other one was okay. But I only ate the 2 things there, and I paid like $6 for that too. So it was like, you should just be happy I'm here and patronizing you. Anyway, thank you for listening to me complain. This is my free therapy.
It's okay, Karen.
Thank you. Well, I meant I did pay for the other thing, and it was more expensive. You get it?
Oh, why else would you be so incensed?
Yes. Well, like, it's not a huge discount. And I'm taking stuff off you that you were going to throw away. I'm doing you a favor. Oh, is this the same item? Did I accidentally load B when I meant A? Uh-oh. Oh, this is a bug. I need to fix this one. the snap point is connected wrong. This is not a, this is why I need to add the tool in. It also needs to account for these areas too. I need to make sure of that. Oh, we're here, Ben. Old day old.
No.
Yeah, I know. He did a old day old sandwich. Yeah, that one's easy though. That's a weird way of putting it, but it does make sense. Where point on the doll where Ben hurts you. Ben never hurts me. He's actually incredibly kind and patient with me, and I'm crazy. I ask him to do all kinds of stuff and buy things, and he wanted to get, I think it was furniture, right?
Yeah.
He wanted to get furniture, and I was like, no.
Get printers.
Yes, get printers. I need more printers. My goal is, and I've made him retire all the Prusa printers. They're just not good enough anymore. The Mark III's S's are going to be sold. If you would like to purchase them, please let me know. I sell them on the side, and they're hidden in a basement right now. Extremely heavily used and without warranty. There you go. I'm also trying to get blink if you feel in danger. I have to blink. After I don't know what I'm eating. I don't know what I know what Ater is like is eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but I don't know what vinning is. Vin is win. Why is it vendor is win? So why what is
Smörgås
uh
alla återvinning.
I don't know what that last part means.
So recycle.
Oh.
Återvinning is like recycling.
Oh, gotcha.
So when you take the bottles, the cardboard and that, you take it to återvinningen.
Mm-hmm. I'm not bringing printers back from Sweden. I'm not doing that. That's not worth it. You know, these parts could totally be print support free with just a few minor changes. It wouldn't even be that hard. I don't know why we don't. Oh well.
Because the chairs are actually designed to roll in a sphere.
Yeah. And that's still possible to print. Support free.
I'm gonna not put it anymore.
I'll pay a bonus delivery import and free pizza. But the pizza will probably be old too. Anyway. Oh no. I accidentally did this the wrong way. I've accidentally assigned him to deck 2. I need a fast assign button. Maybe it could be like M to move it to a collection, just like in Blender. That'd be really nice to have. This is painful.
No pain, no gain.
I believe that you should automate as much as you can away. Like I recently wrote, I used some from ChatGPT for some of the code, but even write some weird garbage code too at times, and it's like that's not efficient. You're gonna take forever to do it that way, and it also does logic errors occasionally, where it tried to find a min and a max when you only needed a min to properly calculate for something. So it's very helpful though for getting quick and dirty stuff done. Well, one of mine accidentally was, oh, one of your chairs, Lupo, was accidentally printed support free. It works, sort of. It did strange things importing saying, gotcha. So we are almost done, and we have still 15 minutes left of stream. Let's finish it. I'm excited to finish the assembly with you all today. It is an absolute joy. I'm going to tell you about other things that happen in Sweden. So there's one thing that I don't understand is randomly you'll find people that my Swedish is terrible. I know it, but some people are very good at deciphering bad Swedish, and some you have to be far more precise. And it's always funny to see who the different people are. And I find it's the younger ones are much more willing to decipher horrible Swedish. Maybe they're just being kinder.
No, it's because they're used to it more.
They're used to bad Swedish.
Well, yeah, because they're integrated with a lot of people from different countries.
Oh, in school. That makes more sense. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of friends here. I keep meeting them at different places. It's great. My neighbor, my literal next apartment over to me, he has the same name as me, but it's the Swedish version. And I invited him to my home, and we played Skip-Bo together. It was great. I don't know why people keep saying Swedes are not friendly. It's not that they're not friendly. It's that you just got to get to know them or trick them.
Well, the thing is, they're secretly desperate for friends.
Ah,
They just don't know how to make friends.
oh, okay. Well, it was great. We played Skip-Bo, and he ate some of these. Oh, you also have
Well,
these.
they secretly hate you but can't tell you that because they're afraid of conflict.
Well, they were nice enough to me.
That doesn't mean they don't.
Well, we added each other on Signal, and he asked me to go. We could do something else later.
Okay, maybe in 6 months you'll have a friend.
Eh. I have to look inside this to put the antenna. I am going to look at chat in just a moment. I just need to put this here. There you go.
Beautiful computer.
That's your computer, actually.
Oh shit.
Remember, we're a friendly stream.
I'm not.
Well, I'm PG. Besides all the horror. There you go. That's how he also solved his printer problems, and that's why his printers are not very precise.
That's why you have to come more often.
I'm actually thinking this might be my last time visiting you. It's just too expensive to be here nowadays. Sweden's getting expensive. I usually only spend $300 per month in food, and I've been skirting by $450.
That's interesting that you've noticed that too.
Yep, it's just too expensive. It costs me less to not come here now. It used to save me money coming to Sweden. Now it costs me money a little bit.
But it's the French, you need them away.
Yeah, I have friends in America too, I have more than 200 friends. It's like exhausting. Yeah. It's like English people in London want us with us foreigners. Grown-up people don't want to understand you, young people do. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, the USD fell, so my exchange rate is way worse. When I first got here, the very first time, it was amazing because I was getting like those 12 kroner for each dollar I spent. So if something was $10, 10 kroner, I know it would be under $1. Now I get like 9.6 kroners per dollar.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem for business.
Yeah, we don't like it.
It means like we're taking a 15 to 20% cut on everything.
Okay. Wasn't that fun? Now we're going to do the PDC. I recently realized the PDC, it does not connect the way I thought it did. So it does a connection on deck 5. Okay, let me see. Yeah, there's a PDC here, and its connection starts on deck 5. So let's just turn off deck 4 to make it easier on my brain. Okay. Deck 4 and deck 7 are now off. And this PDC is called Torpedo WS. What does WS stand for? I notice it on some
system.
That's so weird.
Or obvious.
I don't like that. Let's change it.
You change it.
No, I'm too lazy. Now I have to find, this is the best part about all of this. Some things are not in the correct deck folder, and I learned it way later. Some things are in torpedo launcher like you expect, and other things are just randomly strewn about in the file. like descent thrusters are on the wrong deck.
What kind of a monster would do that?
I thought Alvin made these.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Then he's the
but
monster.
maybe I'm responsible. I don't know.
Please don't tell me it's missing. This is another problem. I found multiple missing parts when I was going through these things, and I was like, why are these parts missing? I had to add them back. Deck 4 was missing parts. Deck 7 was missing parts. So more Second Dynasty files to buy. Yes, I'm happy for you, those who are tied to the Euro. Okay. Please don't tell me the Torpedo WS base is missing. I'm gonna check one more spot. It's called WS base. However, he never put it in the files. In fact, it's missing from all of the files. All ships are missing it. Because Nidhogg uses it and Ratatosk. But neither one has it in their proper folder structure. If you do not use everything, the search program for your Windows search, please do. It's so much faster. So now I have to add a part, which is slow. Yeah, there's a problem. The Nidhogg export's missing it too, sir. Both the Nidhogg and the Ratatosk, which use the same torpedo system, are missing their bases. The Torpedo WS base is not found in any of them on the official. Don't worry, I'll add it to the thing and then list it. We're going to have to update anyway because so many decks are missing parts. I don't know. I'm not trying to bash people, but sometimes when we're rushing, it'd be better to wait until we're done with the instructions because it finds these kind of things. But oh well.
That also means people don't get access to it.
This is true. But it's better, I think, to have it be right. I just want you to become more and more reliant upon me so that you can't get rid of me. Oh, no, we haven't. I am totally dispensable. You're welcome. So I'm currently, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm currently in another system adding an asset to this one. I'm giving it, I'm going to put the Torpedo WS base. I'm just making sure I didn't. It says it's in there. Am I just blind? Oh, I am blind. It is in there. You changed the name of the file. It's no longer called WS because that wasn't obvious. It's now called Torpedo Launcher. It's actually called Torpedo Launcher Revision Base. So that was a waste of time. But don't worry, I didn't have to pay for it.
Pay for it? Who does?
Oh, I don't know. But you did get rid of the words WS, so I was right in the end anyway.
Did I, John?
Yes. Well, the FBXs don't always agree. And that's the problem. I need to remember that they don't always agree. This is going to be weird because this one connects in such a weird way. Deck 5, I believe Deck 5 also has this floating. This is attached in a different way. On PDC, the end cap, which is called it's interesting, in the files it's called polysurface. That's my favorite thing to find is things just called polysurface. It's so useful. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Indeed, that's called vicious mockery.
Oh, well, I stand by it.
Obviously, it's
Yeah, so these actually attach to deck 5, and they do not connect in any way, shape, or form to deck 4. So this is kind of going to be a weird one. I don't love that, but it does make sense. Because I have on the ship behind me, that I say ship every time. You can actually see the Nidhogg. In fact, let's go to the big camera because we're running low on time. But I want to talk about how the ship comes up together and comes apart. I believe this is deck 5.
Did I expect some criticism?
No, there's no criticism. I believe this is deck 5, and then this one is deck 4, and
We don't have the interiors printed on.
yeah, this is a prototype, so there's a lot of missing parts. Then this belongs to deck 4, and then this belongs to deck 3. Oh, that's confusing. I'm gonna have to actually pull all these out because this is one advantage of having the prototypes printed. I can understand better how things are intended to be connected, because if these were all connected to each other, you wouldn't be able to use this. So this is deck 5, 4, 3, 2, and they all have their own rules to them. So we're going to start on deck 5. We're going to make sure it matches with what we see here. I don't know how deck 5 accidentally moved, but there we go. Deck 5, then deck 4 will have, so deck 5 is correct. This is a great confirmation step. Let's rotate this so it matches. No, I won't. I know how it goes from this point. Then we'll have deck 4. I forgot to go back to the work camera. What did the neighbors think of the ships in the window? We actually don't have neighbors. It's just a road.
I'm not worried that people will pass by and want to break you.
and grab one. Well, that's okay. I randomly put up Benjamin displays instead of ships. Which I think is fun. I did actually watch one person's response to a Benjamin mask up. They were passing by and they took a glance and did this like ugh face. It was wonderful. I've never seen a Swede react before. Anyway, despite how much theft occurs in Venice,
There's not that much, John. You're
I've-
just attracted to crime.
this is true.
Or at least you attract crime.
Yeah, one of the two.
We've never had any issues. You have had all of the issues.
Yes, I've had so many things stolen from me.
And no one's offered to sell you drugs?
No one's offered to sell me drugs now. Why does this not have any let's do inspector to see what happened. Oh, I never open locked this. Okay. There you go. I intentionally damaged the files a little bit. And it knows where the clips are, so it knows how to damage them more. Okay. That's good. I knew I accidentally placed one. I think this is leveled. Wait. How do you tell the difference? Why is it level 2 is first. Huh. I guess that makes sense. So we're doing this one right now. And then this one gets all the PDC. Imagine the amusement of the child in the parent's car passing by and seeing a lot of spaceships. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like PDC's in community rebuilding. Is
We do actually have the slave nears PDC pointing to the entrance so that anyone that comes in
yeah,
is threatened.
yes, perfection. Deck 5 has, so where's the, I'm trying to figure out how this all goes together. I'm always so bad at it though.
Someone that knew something about the design.
No, there isn't. Oh, I have it upside down. That's part of the problem. There you go. There you go. That's the correct orientation. We'll worry about the rest of what's on those PDCs in a moment, because that's now deck 4. No, deck 4 also gets the end caps, which are shorter. I gotta look, I'm looking back to how this is assembled. Is there really an upside down in space? Yes. Will Richards, hello! What's with the horrifying emoji? What's going on there? I don't like that. Then deck 2 owns level 1. That's so... No, that's deck 3. We're on deck 3. Deck 3 owns the top of... Yeah, that doesn't belong to that one. There's reasons why everything is done the way it is. And then deck... Torpedo Revision Launcher... Whatever your name is. You go here. I never realized that 3DO complained about one of the clip points. It's probably slightly off. Yes, it was easier than typing. I think it was a child saying Benjamin in reaction, yes. Well, Benjamin loves everyone. He is also equal in his destruction of people. Whether you're in his cult or not, it does not matter. Your death will be the same. And that's the best part. Right, Ben? Mm-hmm.
The sooner you accept it,
yes, the better off you are.
the better off you are.
Exactly. Then deck 3 gets the top part. And I'm going to actually have to pause for one thing. I'm not going to show putting... because you really can't. I mean, you can put torpedoes in. I'm not going to show that. I will show putting the muzzle frame, I believe it's called. And then we put in the doors. The doors need what's called an imposter object. But I think I'm going to go without an imposter object. I'm just going to let them be wrong. It's, well, he loves everyone. It's everyone that not love him. That's, what? I have to load JetBrains because I need to remember how to do a imposter object. I have a script where it looks for the word imposter, but I can't remember how it works. It's, oh wait, how do I search inside a file? There's a way to search. I gotta check something. Oh, I have some people sending Discord messages. Okay, I gotta go to writer search inside files because I don't remember how to do it. If anyone knows how to do it, please remind me. Oh, Control T and then Shift twice. And then you can search inside files. I always forget it. Import.
The P1P is clear, right?
I believe so. It's in the model importer, I believe. Then we go into the, I'm currently trying to find, oh, it's called fake out. It's not called imposter. Oh, because I wasn't allowed to use the word imposter because it's reserved for a shading control. So I gotta make an imposter real quick. Thank you for your patience and time. It's looking for dot fake out. And it will then generate from that a fake. So let's do export STL. Then we're going to go into the Ratatosk. This is a little bit confusing to me. I need a moment to think before I can respond. With those key binding, yeah, it's a Control T Shift. It's just how it works. You just press Shift twice because it's adjusting Control T search functionality. And then we do Second Dynasty Aesir, Ratatosk torpedo launchers. I'm actually in the correct folder already. Turn off batch mode. Click on muzzle doors and then name them .fake out. There we go. And then I'm going to do the inspector. And this should... Actually, I haven't done fake outs in so long. I should save this first because I finished it. There's a recover built into 3DO. It's just not recommended. We'll do inspector. We'll do save and import. And there we go. Now you'll see it's been adjusted to this fake out model. I think you can still even optimize it. I don't know if optimizing works. It does. Okay. Fake outs assume when you're constructing something and you want the computer, you want the instructions to still say the correct item while displaying a different one. Like the door, like if something's articulated and moves, I like to have it in the closed position. I think this is the last item too. So I want to thank you everyone for joining me on this journey. We now have, let me turn off this. We have it done. This is the full assembly of our Ratatosk. All the floors, all the decks. And watch this part of the video again if you need help. Ready? The nose. Here's floor. This is deck 1A. Deck 2A. 1B. Sorry. Deck 2. Deck 3. Deck 4. Deck 5. Hurry! Deck 6. Deck 7. Deck 8. Deck 9. And that's nothing. Such beauty. You can slow down the video and watch this if you need help on how to build it. Or you can wait until the instructions come out on PDF. But, however, in 3DO, this will be updated tomorrow. You will see this in 3DO, ready to go, all done. See you guys later, and ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.